Hey guys, it's Fantasy King back at it again with another AFL fantasy video, and for this video I am going to tell you this is just a season review since there's no games for the rest of the year for the home and away season. There's going to be no more AFL fantasy games, as you all know. I mean, there's match day games, but they have less importance. So what I scored for the week was actually pretty alright. I scored 2284. Um, my round 23 team was pretty solid. My plus 3 has to belong to Brendan Goddard. I mean, Zach Merritt's score was really good. It was between the Bombers boys, but Brendan Goddard stood up when it was really needed, and especially in one of my leagues. And he kind of won me the league, so I'm kind of happy with that. Zach Merritt done really well. Jack Steele done good as well, as uniques. My minus 3 has to belong to Robbie Gray. He's on my never again list. And he had midfield time. He was up against Gold Coast. And they won by like 110 points. Yet he could not find a stat. He was leading for Port Adelaide early in the game. And he just flatlined so bad in the second half. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's a good thing that my other uniques performed, otherwise I would have found myself in a lot of trouble. As a result of this, though, it's placed me outside that top 5,000, and it's placed me 3 points behind Warndog from the Traders, which annoys me quite a bit. My defense star this week, I mean not this week, round 23, wasn't that good. Witherden was the top scorer, and he's a rookie. You get Adams with an okay score, Laird with an okay score. Lloyd was a bit disappointing. He always flatlines. He's also on the never again list. Luke Ryan on my bench done alright on 76. Doherty 66. That's unheard of. That's his worst score by quite a bit as well. Kind of annoys me a little bit because he's had the highest score of his career against Sydney early in the year, and he done terrible this week. And then Scharenberg 51, which I thought would do better than Ryan, or Nunes. Nunes only scored 3 more points than Scharenberg too, which is kind of odd. But yeah, Luke Ryan done a lot better than Scharenberg. It was just a weird kind of week, really. Dangerfield with 114, he was good. He's best player in the competition right now, alongside Dustin Martin. They were both fantastic. Tom Mitchell as captain was good. Dane Beams as vice captain was really disappointing. He wasn't a minus 3 though, because he wasn't a losing side, so I'll give him that. Zach Merritt and Brendan Goddard were very fantastic. The Bombers only won by like 15 points as well, but they dominated in fantasy. Steele done really good, and Chalor done mediocre, but it wasn't too bad to put him in that minus 3 contention. Like I said, Nunes had a shocker as well, and it's a good thing I actually benched him for instead of Steele. I was kind of 50-50 towards each of the players, and I just put Steele over Nunes. If I fielded Nunes over Steele, I would have found myself in a really difficult position. Just good coaching by me, I guess. In a rucks, Cruiser, who I traded in, done good. Like I said, with Goddard, I had very good trade-ins this week, even though the player I traded out, which was Gaff, Gorn was the other trade out. He had another average week, but Gaff had a pretty good week just when I traded him. But yeah, Goddard scored more, so I'm fine with that. Cruiser, 107. It was pretty much expected, really. And Stephen Martin was okay. I could take a 90. Forwards, McRae, Sidebottom, and Sam Matagola were all good. Ryder was good as well because, he was up against Gold Coast Ruck, which was actually Peter Wright. Yeah, I know, it's pretty different. Robbie Gray and Isaac Heaney were both really disappointing. And on the bench, I had Lewis Young on 23. I didn't even have him as emergency. Not like it matters anyway, but I had Dacos on 49 as well as emergency. So, beginning off with the weekly ranking of my team. Round 3 and round 16 were easily the worst for me. Round 17 to round 23 were the most consistent and I would say best in terms of form. Rounds 10 and 15 were the best for me. Not much I can really say. I haven't had such a good year. I haven't been ranked in the top 1,000 in one of the weeks I've had this year, whereas last year I had 2 weeks. And the rank I was at the end of the year was a lot higher as well. And now here's the overall ranking of my season. Obviously, I was the best. The best round I had in terms of overall ranking was round 15. And round 16 was not good for me, as you can see it went up quite a bit there. And each and every week from here on then, it only just dropped a little bit. Round 23 was probably the best round for me in terms of recently as well. You can see in round 4 I was ranked pretty bad, which kind of destroyed my season. And here's just some extensive information about how much of a terrible season I had in AFL Fantasy. Obviously I'm going to get a lot better next year, or at least I reckon I will. I might not. I might have an even worse year. But here you can see my cumulative points as well in this. You can see, you know, just how well I did each and every week. Well, I shouldn't say well, I should say how bad I did each and every week. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like if you did. I will make you more videos coming pre-season, or once the draft is complete and the fantasy site is reopened. And I will see you guys later. Until then, bye for 2017. Have a good year.